Okay, this time we're going to do rows. Rows, we're going to use a band as an option. So if you do have a band, I do have some options without a band. So we want a solid pole or a beam or something to do. So if you've got a pergola, it's something nice and strong. Veranda perhaps to make sure the balustrade isn't going to wobble around. Hands out in front, shoulders back, shoulder blades, elbows, shoulder blades, elbows. Not entirely sure if you can see my feet, but I've got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. I've got the weight loaded onto my rear leg. My front foot's there to stop me being pulled forward, so we gently push against it as I pull. These are big rubber bands, so you can get them from Kmart, Amart, All Sports, Rebel, all that kind of stuff like that. If you need to make it harder, you can step back, okay? Or you could get a couple of bands. Perhaps you might want to get a couple of bands. Hang on to 2 handles, okay? Make it a little bit harder as well. You can also just tie the bands around each other so they don't flop around. And that's, you can do rows with bands. Alternatively, we can do rows with a long beach towel. Wrap it up so it's nice and tight. Fibres are more intertwined as they would for a rope. Now this isn't going to be as heavy or feel as loaded because there's really not much load there for me, but for some people that may be enough. How can I make it harder? I can actually walk my feet. At this stage, by the way, my feet are together, my hips are forward, so it's a reverse to a push-up. We don't want to sag. Push the hips forward, shoulder blades. What will tend to happen is this, push the hips forward to make it harder, okay? Just make sure the ground's nice and grippy, otherwise you can slide in and well, you know, hit the uncomfortable parts. Now, I've never been to prison, but I have seen a few things, all right? Prisoners, okay, they don't really get a lot of load or resistance sometimes, so we can still do a whole bunch of biceps so those beach muscles will be right for the time the virus disappears and we're back to the beach again at summertime. But it's a good squeeze the shoulder blades still and elbows. There's not a lot of load there, so if we just went really slow, it's called time under tension, so the muscles are going to get fatigued. Muscle fatigue is what we're after. Are we going to do 5? Are we going to do 50? Are we going to do 500? Perhaps like a prisoner, you've got a bit of time up your sleeve now in lockdown. See how you go with it. And that goes across the whole board for squats, for lunges, for push-ups, for crunches. You're just looking for fatigue. You fatigue the muscle, it'll get stronger.